Carriker Chronicles, the People Show. Check the post for Husker Nation. Brought to you, Nebraska Spine Hospital. Here are my keys to the Nebraska versus Oklahoma college football game this Saturday. Now, it feels a little weird, if I'm being fully honest. I've never done a keys to a Nebraska football game this early in the week before. As I sit here and record it, it's actually Monday. We don't play till Saturday. I normally put out this show on Thursday or Friday, but maybe you've heard all people are created equal, but every football game is not created equal. And this Oklahoma football game is kind of a big deal. Nebraska, OU, rivalry renewed. We have not played them since we left the Big 12 over a decade ago. It's the 50th anniversary of the game of the century. And also, whether we want to admit it or not, the rumors were out there last spring that we were trying to get out of this game. And that's not a good look. Reality is not reality in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Perception, whether you like the perception or not, is reality. So here are my keys to Nebraska versus Oklahoma. First and foremost, we've got to do the little things. For the first time all year, we will not be the most talented team. We will not be the biggest team when we step foot on the football field on Saturday. I always take recruiting rankings with a grain of salt. I'm well aware that I'm in the minority. That's based on my experiences from my playing days and so on. I'm also well aware that recruiting does matter because you look at the college football playoff teams each and every year and they've got highly ranked recruiting classes. But no team has more talent according to recruiting rankings each and every year in the Big Ten West than Nebraska. Not a single team in the Big Ten West, and it's not even close. Yet we tend to get out footballed sometimes. We get beat. We lose the game. Well, if you're not getting out talented, you're getting out footballed. This is the first time all year. There's some times when we step foot on the field, not a lot, when other teams have as much talent than us or more. An Oklahoma, an Ohio State. I know we're not playing the Nittany Lions this year, but a Penn State. We will not be able to out-athlete or out-big or out-whatever Oklahoma. If we're going to have a chance in this game, you always have a chance, but you know what I'm saying. You got to do the little things. We beat Buffalo, the Bulls, not the Bills. Don't get confused. 28-3. We left 30 points out on that field. We had 3 touchdowns called back and missed 9 field goals. Not to mention some other special teams issues that have already been talked about ad nauseum. I'm not going to keep belaboring the point. We have got to out-football Oklahoma, and it starts with doing the little things. Because if we don't, we do not have a chance. Number 2, the offensive line has got to play better. We have yet to consistently be able to run the football with a running back. Our best running plays are broken plays where Adrian Martinez puts on his Houdini cape, and runs around and makes big plays with his legs on his own. Very rarely have we had big plays through the designed running scheme or running game and or with a running back. Now, Gabe Ervin ran with an attitude on Saturday. Marquise Stepp just looked pretty good at times. Savion Morrison as well. I still like Jacques Hagient. I still think you got to narrow it down to 1, 2, maybe 3 backs and get them rolling. Get them lathered up, get them a rhythm in the game, and let them roll with whoever the hot hand is. But we got to start up front. We've got to block better. We couldn't find a consistent running game versus Illinois where the S is silent. We couldn't do it versus Fordham until Fordham just wore out in the second half, and we couldn't do it against Buffalo. Okay, our best play cannot be a broken play. We can't go in the huddle and say, hey, broken play on 1, ready, break. We've got to be able to actually establish the run game. And Scott Frost has tried. Give him credit for that. The offensive line's got to block better. Number 3, now, the Black Shirts have exponentially gotten better each and every season under Eric Chenander. They have not been the problem this year. Okay, up to this point. And we've done some good things as a team. And the Black Shirts overall have played well, and they are noticeably better. Competition hasn't been phenomenal. We'll learn a lot this Saturday versus Oklahoma. But up to this point, they have played better and given up fewer points than any Nebraska defense has to this point in the season since 2009. That's 12 years, ladies and gentlemen. The one thing they've got to get better at, however, they've got to rush the quarterback better. Through 3 games, we have 4 sacks. We had 3 sacks in the first quarter and a half versus Illinois where the S is silent. 10 and a half quarters since, we have 1 sack. We've got to be able to get after Spencer Rattler, the talented Oklahoma quarterback. If we can, and even if it's not a sack, if you can hurries, in his face, batted balls, knockdowns, all these things add up, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, sacks as well. If we let him sit back there, and he can use his legs, he's athletic, but if we let him sit back there without a lot of pressure, he's going to look like a surgeon dissecting the defense. I don't care what else happens. If we can contain the run up front, put them in obvious passing situations, and get some pressure on their quarterback, we have a chance. Now, the spread, this is not a prediction show. I'll do that on Thursday. I know, I'm a jerk, sorry. I just couldn't wait to talk about this game. The spread right now as I sit here is 23 points. I don't have a final score prediction yet, but I'm thinking my spread is about 14 points at this moment. Yes, it's in favor of Oklahoma, but it's why I'm not giving my official prediction yet till later in the week. Look for that on Thursday, maybe Friday. Go Big Red, and always remember to throw the ball. Thanks again to our sponsor, Nebraska Spine Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, when it's your spine, you do not want to mess around, and experience matters. That's why you can trust the experts at Nebraska Spine Hospital, the region's only spine-specific hospital. They are the best at what they do.